P, so often in today's NBA, when a team holds their opponent under 100 points, they come out with the W. Why do you think your group came up just short tonight against this Clippers team?
Because they held us under 100, or held us under 90, actually. So I think we've had some games like that where our defense has been good. Just, wish our offense could have put up a couple more points.
We just spoke with Coach Mose. He said tonight felt like a playoff game throughout with the limited possessions and the defense and whatnot. Did it feel like that to you out there, or what was the sense of tonight's game?
From a physicality standpoint, or maybe it was just a slower paced game. I think that's just their style of play. They like to be methodical, call up matchups, and just try to expose you, kind of through hun like that.
Paolo, you and Franz are both ranked top 25 in points per paint touch in the league. How much of an emphasis and focus is it for you to penetrate the paint, get your feet into the paint before creating the shot for yourself or for the team?
I think that's just where we're most effective is in the paint, and I think we have the ball in a lot of different spots. So just trying to bend the defense by getting 2 feet in the paint and making the read from there, whether it's finish or kick out.
Paolo, going back to the defenses tonight, the second and third ranked defenses, you mentioned both teams under 100 points. Just what about the Clippers defense made it so tough to score against tonight?
I think they just are really disciplined. They got a lot of experienced players who've been around for a long time, and they do a great job of communicating to each other on the court. And I think, they just do a good job of shrinking the floor, making it hard for your better players to, do the things they want to do. And they're good at, trying to, make others beat them. I think they, send some traps, just load it up on us.
Knowing that you're going to see defenses like that in the playoffs, what do you need to do or adjust to kind of crack defenses like that are able to kind of load up on you guys like that?
Honestly, I think a lot of their defense is their personnel. They got Kawhi, Chris Dunn, Zubac in the middle. So I think, their defense is pretty unique. And I think, they do a pretty good job of shutting down other teams' best players. But, in the playoffs, teams are going to do whatever it takes to, take me away, take Franz away. So just trying to find ways to get easier catches and easier spots, not having to work as hard. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to make some tough shots and go through multiple defenders. No team's going to guard us one-on-one.
You guys have had some of those offensive lulls throughout the course of the season, and sometimes that's when teams started to race ahead. But tonight, I think you guys had only 3 points through the first 8 minutes of the second quarter, but you're able to finish that quarter. You're able to keep them close and then finish that quarter on a big run. I know there's no moral victories, but what does that say about kind of the progress that you guys are making toward kind of being a team that can survive those moments in those games?
I think, when you put it that way, it is something to look at as a positive, but I would rather just not give up the runs and not score for 9 minutes. I think, we put ourselves in a tough position when we do that. So when you go 8-9 minutes scoring 3 points, you're just putting yourself as a team in a tough position. So I'd rather not do that.
Paolo, as of late, you and Mosley have both talked about, continuing to push the pace and trying to play with a faster tempo, trying to get those quick, easy looks, but understanding that the playoffs, game slows down, half-court defense is a lot more like you guys saw tonight. How do you guys find that balance between trying to push the pace, and still, attacking defenses in the half-court?
I think really it's just about, or what we mean when we say that is just taking the opportunities, the early opportunities, taking advantage of the early opportunities. Obviously, as the game goes on, it slows down, so you're not going to be able to just get out and run, throughout the game, all 4 quarters. It's going to slow down at some point. So that's something that, we just got to work on and, try and get ready for, because the playoffs, it is going to slow down.
Thanks, Pete. Oh, I'm sorry. One more, Jason?
You were named Player of the Week this morning. I know it's not a good question to ask after a loss, but I'm just curious what that meant to you, second time in your career.
Yeah, it was cool. Cool to get honored by the league. Thankful that we were able to go 3-1 in the week, and